Welcome everybody to the Black Eagle Darton Pro-Am, the second stop on the 2023 ASA Tour. We are down here on the banks of the Chattahoochee River, Fort Benning, Georgia, waiting for our Pro Pressure Point Shootdowns. Our first division up is Women's Known Pro. Nathan Brooks, what are we looking at there?
Well, what we see is a huge spread from top to bottom with Paige Pierce coming in at a score of 450. I mean, she hit 26 bonus rings, which is insane. And second place is Caitlin Boardwell at 424, which is fantastic shooting. I mean, you look at the rest of the scores and you realize how good it is. Madison Cox at 420, Tanya Gillantine at 418, and then Danielle Lutz at 416 rounds out the top five. So this is really a battle for second place. Anything can happen. But that leader out there, she's good. She's good.
Welcome, everybody, to the Competition Archery Media broadcast booth. I'm your host, PJ Riley, sitting alongside Elite Pro Nathan Brooks. And Nathan, beautiful weekend. We had a little bit of rain today, but other than that, for the pro classes, they were shooting in some great conditions.
Yeah, we really were. Yesterday was fantastic. These ranges are beautiful, and what they do out there on this military base, you know, a lot of times they do controlled burns and things like that. Our range I think was awesome. Some people call it a wasteland. I thought it looked beautiful because all the new greenery was coming up and everything. It looked really good, but today was a little bit different. This morning was super dark. We even delayed the start time. We typically start at 7:30, but here we're right on the edge of that eastern and central time zone, and at 7:30 in the morning, PJ, it's dark. And so we delayed it a little bit, got started about 7:45 where we could see a little bit better, but it's been challenging.
We do not have any problems with lighting now. Bright sunshine, and we're going to go to the third member of our team. Stephen Altizer is going to bring out these archers.
Welcome everybody to your first shooter in the women's known distance class. Danielle Lutz at a 416 coming in fifth. From Montello, Wisconsin. Shooting for Darton Archery. Black Eagle Arrows. Her husband's Jimmy Lutz. Brothers from Hanson, it says. Coming in at fourth, Tanya Gillantine with a 418 from Winchester, Kentucky, known pro, shooting for Darton. Coming in third, from McKee, Kentucky, Miss Madison Cox, women's known pro, first year with a score of 420, sitting in third place. In second place, the 424, Caitlin Boardwell from Tully, New York, shooting for Hoyt. And your first place competitor, Miss Paige Pierce from Red Bluff, California with 450. Woo! Shooting for Bowtech.
Okay, rules are very simple. High score wins. Paige Pierce will not be shooting the first three targets.
All right, Nathan, so we got to talk about Paige Pierce there at 450. So she shot the same courses as the known pro, which is the men's, and exact same courses, and the top qualifier there shot 452. She would be in second place in known pro.
Wow, I mean, yes, let's talk about Paige, okay? So 26 bonus rings on the weekend. I ran over there and talked to her just a second ago. I look at her bow and I'm thinking, there's no way I could shoot that. It's so heavy. She has 34 ounces of back weight on a V-bar set, or on a Y-bar. No, I'm sorry, on a V-bar setup.
Yes.
And she has 23 ounces on the front of a 30-inch bar out front. She's holding 22 pounds at full draw and obviously pounding with that bow. And I mean, it's a and I don't want to make this a man's woman sort of thing, but
Right.
she's shooting a man's setup. And it's unbelievably impressive. There's not, I mean, we can go out there and look at all the guys set up, and her bow's way heavier than everybody else's. So if you can hold that up and execute shot, that's impressive.
All right, first up, we have Paige shooting an 8 on her first target.
Caitlin Boardwell coming in at 424 and 17.
Obviously, that's not going to hurt her very much.
No. Katie Boardwell shooting at the, oh, she went for that 14.
Right out of the gate.
Boy. She gets an 8 there. It's going to move her to 432. Madison Cox from Kentucky. There's a good look at Madison there. Young archer, her second shoot down, second tournament of this division. She made her second shoot down with a 10.
Yeah, she's shooting so good. She actually made the switch to that Darton bow. It seems like she's just, it's been seamless for her. Just so easy for her to shoot that bow.
Absolutely, and shout out to that Darton black and red there. They're one of our title sponsors of today's event.
I believe that's a Vegas E3D that she's shooting.
Tanya Galantine gets a 10 as well, 428.
And for Danelle Lutz on target 5 at 416 and 12 bonus rings.
Danelle with the center 10 there. So that 10 there, Nathan will have a target explained later, but that center small ring just counts as 10 here. It's the 2 outer small rings that count for 12s. Upper one you have to call.
Right, absolutely. They got to call that that upper 12, and a lot of people play that because your tendencies are, if you're going to miss, typically to shoot low.
Miss low.
So they like to shoot at that upper because if they drop out, they still stay in the 10 ring, as opposed to the low one where you shoot an 8 when you shoot low. But look at Paige there. Did you see the sun hit that scope housing there for a second? I saw every speck of dust that could possibly be in there. She has it. I'll have to ask her about that afterwards. How she see it. But
Yeah, so
look how far she's got that side extended.
way
also.
out there.
Way out there.
Don't see many like that.
No, I mean, a lot of things she does is what I would call unconventional.
Right.
But she is very cerebral. I mean, she thinks about these things. She really goes through the bow from one end to the other, playing with all kinds of different things. What most hunters have no idea what target shooters go through with their bows and how they get them to perform as well as they do.
Isn't that the truth? Let's get a look at Madison Cox.
Oh yeah, she's
just graduated from University of the Cumberlands not too long ago.
a great shot. I don't know if she called that upper, but the shot broke so well. Her follow through was good.
First up,
Someone went for the 14 there.
26 and 12 bonus rings.
So Danelle Lutz is going to be up there. We know Danelle primarily from the target archery world. And she has come out here to shoot 3D. She takes another 10. It's going to her to 436.
And 26 bonus rings.
Danelle's husband is Jimmy Lutz. We saw him in Foley come in leading known pro.
Yeah, they're a big part of the Black Eagle Darton family.
Yep.
A major part of it. Actually, Jimmy's a salesman for Darton and Black Eagle as well.
Paige went for that 14. Why not? She's got nothing to lose.
Good look.
64. That's going to go
I have a
there.
feeling these targets are too close for her.
Good luck there. Caitlin Bortwell, she was shooting at that upper 12, and you know that happens from time to time. It looked like it's an 8, yeah. Just
a lot of times you see him go for that 14 ring, and this win, that
when you're
half
shooting at
that
that black buck like she was shooting it right there, you have a color change that's really good for you to aim at, and that can really get when the wind's blowing like it is out here.
She goes.
You get stuck on that line and you're trying to execute a really good shot, and I could see her, she shot a little bit left. I don't know if that was wind pulling her that direction or if it's just being on the line and you know, the bow's whipping back and forth.
10. All right, ladies, you would move.
Tanya takes
make
a
sure you
10
got your
there,
arms ready to
438.
move
All right,
into
so we
stage.
do have a little bit of juggling in that. Madison Cox now advanced ahead of Katie Boardwell for that second position on the podium. Paige still clear. 466. I have the wrong score there for Paige.
So
But-
she's still got a 24-point lead over Madison here. So
Okay, any upper 12
obviously
calls?
something would have to really be catastrophic here for Paige to
All right. Tanya, are you
fall
ready?
victim
We're starting your
to
1 minute now.
maybe some bad wind, or who knows what could cause a miss, or you never know. But it looks pretty smooth sailing for her. You see they got the umbrellas out, trying to block a little bit of wind and a little bit of sun. The conditions are actually, they're not bad conditions, but at the same time, it's just enough wind to be a nuisance.
Yes. And gusting. You get that quick gust. So there's Danelle Lutz. She's shooting on
Oh, that is the feeder.
shooting the deer.
And she shot a little bit low right. Looked like she's going for that 14. Danelle shoots an HBC release, which is a hinge release. Paige also shoots a hinge release. That's a goat, a true ball goat setup. Looked like that's a good shot. 12 on the black buck for Paige.
Pages.
All right, first up, the Tanya Gillenthien, currently at 438 and 13 bonus rings. She called the upper 12 on the wild boar.
All right, so
10.
Tanya's on the board. So we can tell you,
448.
because it will change before our unknown classes come up there, but that board is
Danelle called the
43
upper
yards.
Also on the grazing doe. She's currently at 436 and 12 bonus
That's the
rings.
second longest shot we got out there.
They will move that now.
8.
14.
Danelle.
That was Tanya
Short
Gellantine, I
target.
believe.
Looks so inviting. That 14 looks so inviting. But it breezes.
So the second target is the deer. That is 27
Paige
yards.
Pierce, our leader.
Paige is on
12 for
the
Paige Pierce.
Black buck.
Paige is on the black buck.
Change her
12.
strategy.
Got the 12. That is 32 yards.
All smiles about that one.
Coming up
All right,
next,
Caitlin Boardwell,
we have,
currently at 440 and 17 bonus rings.
can't see which target that is. That is the animal. So that is the bomber, 50
And
yards.
Madison
That
Cox
is the
with a
maximum
12 ball,
distance
currently
for
at
this
442
class.
and 12 bonus rings.
A little bit low and left. The wind's obviously playing into this. Most of these girls are shooting some sort of hinge type
10.
back tension release, and so with those gusts, that is a challenge when you're really trying to fine tune that aim down to a 12 or a 14. I don't know if you noticed it, but just a second ago, right before this round started, Paige come over to her umbrella holder, which is Tate Morgan, and said, "Hey, I got something in my
All right,
eye."
let's look at the scoreboard. real quick.
And so
Paige
she
Pierce
was-
at 478
he was
and
digging
27
something out of her
bonus
eye
rings.
right
Caitlin
before we
Boardwell at
started.
448 and 17 bonus rings. Madison Cox at 452 and 12. Tanya at 448 and 13. Danelle
All
at
right, so
444
we've got
and 12.
478 for Paige Pierce. Katie Boardwell, 448. Madison Cox, 452.
All right.
Tanya Gellantine
Madison, you
now
ready?
at 448.
All right, ladies.
And
start your 1
Danelle
minute
Lutz at
now.
444. I believe that last target that we missed is the
right now.
Wolverine, and it is 39 yards. That's target 5 out there. Again, we will change the distance before we get to the unknown archers, so we're not giving anything away.
I think that's a miserable distance for that.
I'm on
Wolverine.
board.
That
Yeah.
is
I'm
a
on board.
small target, and it is easy to miss.
Now, I will say this. Obviously, they know how far it is. That's a different thing. But when you're judging that target, trying to figure out how far it is, that mid-range distance on that target eats me alive. I either want it super close or stick that thing out there at 50 yards so I know it's a bomb.
I'm
Yes,
on
this
three.
is known distance, so they
I'll try
are allowed to
four.
use rangefinders. They know exactly how far these targets are.
Oh, we're talking a lot about Paige, but for good reason. I don't know if you noticed how she used to shoot her V-bars. They actually came way up.
Yeah.
And she's transitioned them further down.
Yes.
Just playing with aim. Everything about shooting a bow well is small aim movement.
Madison Cox, 10 for Madison.
All right,
Cox.
Madison Cox on the board.
462 and
She shoots 8-10. Good for Madison
Next
Cox.
up, Tanya Gillenthien.
She took it to 462.
Upper 12's been called.
Galantine on the. There's a big gust. Fortunately, we're not shooting right now. Well, 14 for Tanya Galantine. Went for it there.
Move her into a tie for second place.
That's going to move her up to 462.
Yeah.
That's at 14 out there, Nathan. High risk, high reward. Because if you miss, you're in either an 8 or a 5.
Yeah, it takes a whack at you really fast if you miss, but you can sure make up some ground.
Right, so we had
Leader,
a 10
10 on the
for
envelope.
Donnell.
Pronghorn.
454, and Paige shoots a 10 on the animal.
And
488.
Caitlin Boardwell.
All right, Katie Boardwell's got. Katie,
5
what
for
to do
Caitlin.
here?
Ooh, shooting at
Correction.
center.
Oh, we had a correction there. I was going to say that looked like a 10 to me.
Sometimes them cards get a little confusing. Caitlin thinks it's okay.
Yeah.
She's fine with it.
She was probably ready to say, excuse me, sir.
Caitlin said she came down here a little bit early. She left there in Tully, New York.
Yeah.
And it was 31 degrees and snowing yesterday.
Yeah.
So she was very happy to be down here in this weather.
Right now in second place is Tanya at 462 and 14 bonus
All right,
rings.
so Nathan, what we're doing,
462 and
we're
12
going
bonus
into the
rings.
5th arrow
Caitlin
here.
at 458 and 17 bonus
Everyone will
rings.
get to shoot this. However, our 6th arrow, explain the rules for that, which because here we're not going to have it.
So the way this works is any shooter that is within 10 points of the leader after 5 shots, you get to shoot a 6th and final arrow. And since no one is within 10 points of Paige right now, let's see, if she completely missed the
She could
target,
miss.
and 14 for Tanya or Madison still wouldn't get them within 10 points. They'd be 12 points away. So this is the final arrow of this shoot-off.
Look at Tanya Galantine there. Very accomplished target archer. Perfect round in Vegas. She shot a 900. Paige has shot a 900.
Yeah, these ladies know how to shoot a bow.
Absolutely.
Very well.
And, you know, the competition is now, this is the first year for Women's Known Pro. The competition is catching up. Paige is there. She's been doing this a long time. She works very hard at it, but the others are catching up. She's the first to tell you that.
Well, and something else that has really increased over the last 5 to 10 years is archery in universities.
Right.
And we're seeing so many college kids that are just, I mean, they're getting full scholarships
Madison
to
girls.
shoot bows.
Yep.
And so, I mean, just like you would be playing baseball or football or whatever for any college, they're doing this 365 days a year. It's full time, and so the talent level is getting really deep.
That was Katie Boardwell with 8 on that first target.
Number 12 call for the Grazing Doe.
7's on 4.
12 for Madison.
12 for Madison Cox. Boy.
The lead on bonus rings.
Young archer, and she is just putting it down. 474 is going to put her at.
To stay in ahead for second. 10 for Tanya.
10 for Tanya. All right, she separated herself.
I don't know if you remember last year, PJ, but at, in Illinois at the Metropolis tournament, Caitlin put on a show in the unknown.
In the unknown, yes. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yes, Caitlin Boardwell has been in 2 shoot-downs. Judging distance. That was Donnell Lutz with a 5 on that antelope there.
Make up some ground quick.
Leader
High risk.
486.
So this is going to be elementary here because
8.
She hit
All right,
phone,
ladies,
and it's not going to matter.
Everybody within 10 points of our leader, Paige Pierce. So our first place finishers, Paige
All right,
Pierce.
so we're going to have Paige
Second
Pierce
place is
taking the
Madison
title.
Cox. Third is
We're going to have Madison
Third,
Cox,
Caitlin Goodwill,
it looks
and
like,
fourth is Danielle Lutz.
in
Congratulations,
second,
ladies, for
and I believe Tanya is going to be in third place, followed by Katie Boardwell and Danelle Lutz finishing fifth. So, good round there. Paige is going to come over and talk to us a bit, Nathan. But, you know, as we mentioned, this is a young class. This is only the second tournament ever that we've had women's known pro. So we're expecting more archers to come out. We're expecting the archers to get better. A lot of these ladies are target archers, so they're learning to play this game when you don't have something to aim at.
Right. It's a different form or a different shot process for them. So.
All right, so here we go. Our winner, Paige Pierce. I was yelling in her ears. Paige, congratulations, first of all. Killer round today. But tell us how this feels for you to take two in a row like this.
It feels awesome. I mean, obviously, my whole goal was go out there, shoot a good round, you know, get qualifying to get here. Out there, it was just like, let's aim hard at 12s, let's see what happens. But I'm not used to shooting 23s, and I'm not used to shooting big veins, so the drift was real. So, no, that was cool. The girls shot awesome. It was like back and forth. It was really neat.
And we were giving you props out there because your qualification score that you came in with would have put you second in the known pro division. How does that feel to be able to put up that kind of score?
It feels good. I mean, everybody always like plans for this, right? And I'm like, okay, I want to work hard before I get here to make this easier. So that's kind of been my game plan. I've been working pretty hard. I spent the week learning how to aim off arrows, and I think that really paid off as well.
Do you feel like out here in these situations, we were discussing your bow and your weights that you have on your stabilizers. How do you, I mean, obviously it's working extremely well, but in an advantage standpoint, what do you feel like that does for you?
Honestly, under pressure in the wind, like my bow aims really good. So like wind hitting us out there, I don't really see much pin movement. I'm just, even last year shooting ASA, I shot skinny arrows, I shot XM packs. So this is like the first time that I've shot 23s this season ever, like outside, big veins. So for me, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge kind of learning the wind drift because it's like 3 times the amount that I'm used to. But I mean, other than that, the weight like really helps. If you're nervous, kills the nerves, the shakes and all that kind of stuff. And really that's just kind of where my bow aimed good.
Right, now, what kind of weight program am I going to have to get on to be able to shoot a bow that heavy?
I've actually been working with that Archery Strong. I don't know if you know who that is, but on Facebook, I just reached out to him, so he's got me doing like band workouts and stuff. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right, Paige, congratulations. Great round, 2 in a row. What a way to start the season.
Thanks, guys.
Congrats.
All right, we are going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we will feature the senior known pro class. Don't go anywhere.